ukisikia kweli utakubaliana naye. Na wala si kiongozi ambaye anaogopa. Vile vile ametangaza msimamo na amesema vile vile atakuwa anawania kiti cha Member of County Assembly kule Kabete, eneo bunge vile vile la Kabete. Bwana Dungi, People's Poet. Jamani, naona mimi uwanja ni wako. Karibu.
PLP. PLP. Unite, liberate. Ni shujaa wazalendo we. Ni shujaa na PLP. Ni shujaa sisi wote we. Ni shujaa Martha Karua. Ndio maana. Ndio maana. Ndio maana. Wanja. Ndio maana. We remember. We remember to remember. May we remember. Let us remember not to forget. Let us remember those dismembered. Let us remember to remember. May we remember the great Mekatilili wa Menza, queen from Giriama land. She who was stolen by the colonial terrorists and taken all the way to Gusii land. Mama Mzalendo, Queen Mekatilili wa Menza, she broke out of prison and walked back more than 1,000 kilometers back to Giriama land to continue with the liberation of our people. Let us remember. May we remember to remember. Remember. Let us remember not to forget. Let us remember the great Koitalel Arap Samoei, him not related to the bad boy Kasongo. Let us remember him, Koitalel Arap Samoei, who resisted against the settlers who came to invade the Nandi land. Remember him, Koitalel, who brought forth Basaloi Manyen, the longest serving detention prisoner in Kenya. Let us remember not to forget. May we remember the great king from Nairobi, Waiyaki Wahinga, him who was stolen by the settlers and taken all the way to Kibwezi. They buried him alive. Let us remember not to forget. Remember Modoni Nyanjiro, 1922, Central Police Station. She who went and resisted against the jailing of our freedom fighters, Harithuku and others. And when the colonialists saw this, they shot her in the heart, and her blood flowed down to the ground, mixing with the soil of our land, germinating the seed of the Kenya Land and Freedom Army, the Maumau. May we remember to remember. Let us remember not to forget. How can we choose not to remember the great Field Marshal Dedan Kimathi Washiori? He who said, it is better to die on our feet. It is better to die on our feet than to live on our knees. Let us remember not to forget. May we remember not to forget. P.O. Gama Pinto, the first member of parliament in independent Kenya to be assassinated. P.O. Gama Pinto, your soul will live forever. May we remember not to forget those who fought for the freedom of this land. Remember Abdirashid Khalif, Abdisarif Khalif, Abubakar Amudi, Adu Awiti. Remember Agwins Kothek. Let us remember Ali Mazurui. Remember not to forget Bishop Kipsang Alexander Muge. May we remember Ambu and Lila Patel. Let us remember not to forget General Baimunge. Let us remember General Mwariama, my Lukoloik. Let us remember Bena Bluma, Mama Victor. Let us remember social justice Justice Crusader Caroline Mwatha. May we remember not to forget DK Sharda. Remember to remember Edoga Mulai, Fitz D'Souza, Gasheshe Wamiano, Gakara Wawanjao. Remember Gesheha Mungai, GP Oulu. Remember Mohamed Kakoile. Remember Hattings Okoth Ogendo. Remember Harun Ahmed, Hari Thuku, Hezekiah Rabala Ochuka. Let us remember Humphrey Kimani Ndegwa. Remember Jacinta Kabika. Let us remember not to forget J.M. Kariuki. Him killed 50 years ago in 2 days to come. Let us remember not to forget Josephine Nyawera Gengi, Odongo Langi, Joseph Murumbi. May we remember not to forget Karemi Nduthu. Remember Karioki Gadito. Remember Kerita Ole Kisio, Koitalel Arap Samoei. Remember Lemayan Ole Taiko, Lucas Pikeche, Makan Singh, Marilal Desai, Masinde Muliro. Let us remember not to forget Mudhoni Kerema. May we remember not to forget Nazmi Durani. Let us remember Nyambura Wangoge. Remember Odhiambo Mbai, Odhiambo Olel, Odindo Opiata. Remember Osumba Lango. Let us remember Padi Onyango Sumba. May we remember Fariz Wahu. Let us remember not to forget Wahome Whispers Motahi. Let us remember not to forget Wenje wa Mwadori, Wangondu Kariuki, Wangari Maathai, Mama yetu. May we remember Wanjiro Matenjwa. Remember not to forget Wanjiro Kehoro and Wako Wapi. Remember Wesonga Sijeo. Remember Willie Kimani, Yakub Din, Zarina Patel. Let us remember not to forget. May we remember the Genzs fallen down in the streets of Nairobi. May we remember not to forget. Remember Rex Masai. Remember fallen Genzs like Brian Lemayan Kasaine, Austin Makoha, Mike Kehoga, Chris Gitonga, Kennedy Onyango, 12 years old. Remember Matthew Njoroge, Kevin Mawasi, Beasley Koge. Remember not to forget David Shege, Erickson Chalo Mutisia, Ibrahim Kamawanjiro. Remember not to forget Mbithi alias Scott. Remember not to forget Emmanuel Giggs Tata. Remember Clinton Mwavali. Remember Kennedy Odhiambo Maina. Remember Wilson Sitati. Gen Z Kennedy Njero. Gen Z Valentine Njeri. Gen Z Eric Kanyon Chieni. Remember not to forget the Gen Z's Eric Kiratu, Caroline Shiramba. Let us remember. May we remember to remember. Let us remember not to forget. PLP! Unite, liberate! Ni shujaa sisi sote we. Ni shujaa Elijah Masinde. Ni shujaa Kondele we. Ni shujaa hata Sugoi. Ndio maana. Viva Africa, viva! Viva PLP, viva! Unite, liberate! PLP! Rayo.
Jamani, hata kwa makofi hatuwezi kuwa wachoyo wenzangu. Tumekataa. Hayo tumekataa jamani. Makofi mazuri kwa the people's poet. Makofi mazuri jamani. Asante sana. Jina ikiwa basi ni Dunge Gedhuku, the people's poet, aspirant wa Kabe.